the Biz Grow, where we talk about issues that matter to the state, void of politics, fear of favor. The ranking member of Parliament Health Committee, Dr. Nana Ayu Efriye, has reported to a defeated NPP presidential hopeful Kennedy Ejapon over his recent comment on the Afari military hospital in the Ashanti region. According to him, Kennedy Ejapon's account of what happened during the NPP's term in office is far from the truth about the Afari military hospital project. In a social media post, he insisted that the previous New Patriotic Party administration did not neglect the facility. Dr. Efriye also countered Kennedy Ejapon's claim that during his time as chair of the Defense and Interior Committee of Parliament, he and other committee members were denied entry by security during an inspection visit to the facility. Dr. Efriye explained that the then Speaker of Parliament had tasked the Health Committee, not the Defense and Interior Committee, with visiting the facility and providing feedback. The visit, he noted, was conducted then with the Defense Minister Dominic Nitiru. In 2023, when the Health Committee visited Afari Hospital, the contractor needed 6 million to complete works. Minister Nitiru, in a post-visit meeting, we advised the government to release 6 million to the contractor in order for him to progress in phase 2. However, I called for the operationalization of phase 1 since it was ready to be handed, he said. He added that Kennedy Ejapon lied. The Speaker's committee task to visit Afari was health, not defense. We did so with Nitiru and reported as such. He further stated that Kennedy Ejapon should be abreast with facts and not rely on sheer populism in making his claims. He shared receipts of payments made by the NPP government, also providing details of payment and commitment by the NPP government. Dr. Efriye wrote that folks attached is a letter requesting 6 million as final payment for works of the Afari military hospital. So this whole issue boils down to the rejected Afari military hospital. Now it has turned to a blame shifting game. This one is accusing this person that you did this. This person is saying that I did it. What you said is wrong. What you said is right. You should have said it that way. No, you were not there. I was there. I feel like it's not needed. But sincerely speaking, one person I truly look to in the NPP, or one person I would say is kind of truthful when it has to do with the NPP, regardless of how affiliated he is to the NPP party, is Kennedy Ejapon. Kennedy Ejapon is one person that will say the truth. He will speak the truth. He doesn't even care whether you are his mother, his brother, his colleague, his best friend, whoever you are. He tells you the truth in your face. No matter how bitter it is, he spills it out. And he's that kind of person that doesn't keep things within. He will just tell you the truth and then move on. And you see, that is the main reason why a lot of people do not like this man. Maybe because of how he communicated. He communicates in a harsher way, in an insultive manner. But when you sit down and then you pay close attention to whatever he says, there is sense, there's an iota of truth in whatever he is saying. And I will always say that it is a liar that will say that Kennedy Ejapon is rude. Kennedy Ejapon is someone that will not listen. It is only a liar that will say that. Anyone who tells others their mind is being seen as a rude person. And that is based on how the person communicated. So the person might be saying the right thing, but how you communicate it in a way appears to be kind of rude and insultive. And as I said, if you don't like Kennedy Ejapon, then I don't know who you are. So with this Afari military hospital, NPP said they did their best. In 8 years, they did whatever they are supposed to do. They even went to the Afari military hospital, and there have been instances where they've even released 6 million to the contractor so they can continue with the work they did. Kennedy Ejapon said Why will you shift blame on a current government that just came in power for 15 months? You have been in power for 8 years. And you didn't do anything about the Afari military hospital. And this is a government that came on board. And in a pace of 15 months, you are pressuring the government to complete what you couldn't do in a pace of 8 years. And you see, the most funny aspect is, I don't know whether you came across the video when Kennedy Japan was addressing the issue. He said we should forgo politics. You see, that is one thing I like about this man. In as much as he is a political person, he speaks the truth. He doesn't buttress whatever he says with politics. And you see, it is only people who think so low, people who think so low, they are the kind of people who say that whatever you are saying is, it doesn't make sense, or whatever you are saying is kind of you buttressing it with politics. You see, when someone is doing the wrong thing, they need an accomplice. They need people who back them up. So you can see someone behaving so bad, and then they have people backing them up. And so if you are behaving bad, or you have this kind of uncalled for attitude, and you expect the person closer to you to back you, and in a way the person tell you the truth in the face, you feel like, no, the person have betrayed me, or the person have betrayed the group in which we are. But Kennedy Japan is not that type. So when the video came in, he was like, no, this is not an issue that should be buttressed with politics. This is an issue that should be speak to as it is. Just as we see the issue, we should speak to it and ensure that the right thing is being done. And whilst he was speaking, there was another party official that was blinking his eye, making signs that you. And then he said it. He said it. Why are you blinking your eyes? Why are you blinking your eyes? This is the truth. So why should you be blinking your eyes for me to say something else? And you see, that is our problem. That is our problem. Politics. So we cannot reason. Our sense of reasoning is dead. I'm telling you the truth. Our sense of reasoning is dead. Even a common floor member that claim to be associated with a party, the party you are associated with, no one even knows you. And this same person knows that whatever these people are doing is wrong. But because I love this party, in fact, my great-great-grandparents were in that party, my grandparents followed, my parents followed, and so whatever they are doing, whether it's wrong, whether it's good, right or wrong, I'm going to follow suit. A common floor member, their minds are even polluted. They don't even know when to reason, to identify a fact that, no, this is wrong, this is right. Any project that is started by a government needs to be completed. As simple as that. Because it is my money, it is your money. It is the taxpayers' money. And that is why we keep suffering and we keep marking time as a country. We are delaying our own progress. And it's hurting. We are delaying our own progress. A government will come on board, start a project, they will not complete it. Then they'll leave it. Another person will come, they will start, they will not complete it, then they'll leave it. Then it continues like that. And we have a lot of projects worth billions of cedis that are rotting in the bush. And these are projects that, when it's being completed, it will employ the citizens in this country. And that same citizen that is supposed to reason and tell these people the truth are not reasoning because their conscience are bought. Their conscience is being seared with hot iron. And so they are dead. They are dead. They cannot even identify between truth and wrong. Whether this thing is the truth or whether this thing is wrong. Whether this person is saying the right thing or this person is saying the wrong thing. They cannot identify between these two. And so all the time, we keep backing things that are not supposed to be so. And so we motivate these politicians to do more. We motivate them to continue treading on the wrong path. We should rather correct them, but we don't do it. And you see, when Kennedy Japan said this, I saw a video of a young communicator for the NPP. And she made a statement. She said it's because Kennedy Japan is aging, and so it's affecting him. And I just sat and I was like, come on, No, so I replayed the video again. Like, I just want to listen. Maybe I didn't hear it right, so I wanted to replay it and like just relax and replay the video again so that I can be rest assured that whatever that person is saying, like she's saying it. She's really saying what she said. And I feel like this is wrong. Let's speak to the truth. Let's speak to the truth. Let's speak to the truth. The person can be rude, but listen to whatever the person is saying. It makes sense. It makes sense. I'm telling you, if NPP should have Kennedy Japan about 10 in that party, the party will stand. But because they don't want the truth, any money, we should speak to the truth. The hospital should be completed. We are not saying that it shouldn't be completed. It should be completed. But what we are saying is that you came in for 8 years. What prevented you from doing it? What prevented you from doing it? The lady who went to tour the place and she was speaking blah 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 blah. And we need to hold the people accountable. I was asking myself, where were you? Where were you when your government was in power? You didn't realize to hold your government accountable. Now you know it. Now the Holy Spirit have dawned on you to realize that you need to hold people accountable for what they do, or for projects, or for initiative they bring on board. You've now realized it. We are condemned. As for that act, we are totally condemning it. Any project that is started by government should be completed. It should be completed. It's a necessity. In fact, it is mandatory for you to complete it. You have no reason to tell us why you didn't complete it. You see, so because one person started and they didn't complete it, the trend follows. It follows like that. It follows like that. See, in as much as we are saying all this, and I know people will still not buy sense into what I'm saying because their conscience has been bought. You need to start reasoning, because you are the one who will suffer. They are employed though. Their kids are employed. Even before they complete school, their work is ready for them. What of you? Do you have anyone who has the work ready for you to go in and work? No. So you need to stand on your ground and then ensure that the right thing is being done. Because if these projects are completed, it will employ you. You wouldn't be in the house after completing school and still be complaining. So the right thing should be done. The right thing should be done. Let's speak to the truth and stop buttressing every issue with politics. It is not helping us. It is not helping us. The better we realize, the sooner we realize this, the better for all of us. Sincerely speaking. The sooner we realize this, the better for all of us. We cannot be wasting taxpayers' money like that. Please, we are begging you. We cannot. The politics is too much. The politics, when it has to do with sensitive issues and project that belongs to the state, we should take away politics from it and talk to the truth and ensure that the right thing is being done. Thank you for making time with me on Debbie's Girl.